Men have found peace without women?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Why? Because we had to, bitch.
But I don't understand.
This video is a celebration of your anger that we figured that out. Ha, you lonely long titty bitch.
And I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I carry myself the way I carry myself and my standards are so high is because, boom.
You do not have high standards. Not with your Venus flytrap eyelid having ass. I don't believe it. If you would just be quiet for like 30 seconds, I could really evaluate how, but you just won't stop talking. Your bakery coochie out. You do too got a yeast infection with your fried dough coochie. You got that state fair cooter.
Nails from me, toes from me. Hair, lashes, eyebrows, rent from me. I don't expect you to pay no part of my life. All I look for is really how you treat me. That's it. And y'all fucking with these banging ass hoes that get excited over a meal you paid and let everything slide. Huh?
Would you take a look at these Isaiah 4:1 assholes? She gonna pay for her own lace front braids, her own cake soap. You not even that light, bitch. Out here putting caulking on your hairline. I hate these two belt headed assholes. Now you wanna acquiesce and listen to what we saying?
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm single by choice.
Yeah, not having any. The guy that she chooses ain't choose her back.
Ooh, burn.
You ain't slick. Don't let these Dr. Evil eyebrow having assholes fool you. Don't nobody want them. Not to keep you around, to sleep you around, sneak you around. Ain't nobody keeping this Peter Weller headed bitch around them. Not after the climax, they ain't.
But I know exactly what I'm looking for. Not as far as looks, money, status, no. Because I find that if a woman is just looking at a man for financial gain, they're going to be stuck at home lonely.
Yeah, she found that. These old-ass enlightened bitches. This aged-like-milk-ass bitch found, let me not be superficial. Nah, lady, you found that drop it like it's hot only applies to you when you take off your bra, your sagging ass.
When you find a woman that got you 10 toes down, regardless of your status, that's a woman to keep.
Only part she's leaving out is that woman will be in her 20s and not 1920s. Like this Harlem Renaissance faced ass woman.
Where's all the grown men at? Where y'all at?
We're married, and or some of us, because we can walk and chew gum at the same time, flipping real estate.
Man, tell me how long you been doing this, man. I've been knowing you forever, man.
2002, when I first met your daddy.
2002, black man.
When I first met your daddy.
Yeah.
That's who inspired me.
That's crazy.
But this the master.
It's the master bedroom. It got a balcony right here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got a balcony. And all that stuff will be gone.
All that's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Enjoying our newly acquired credit score that you so graciously helped us ruin. Didn't you hear what Aerosmith said? No, yeah, they said that too, but Steven Tyler from the last video. Listen.
When I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind, I know. I don't want to do it anymore, I'm done.
So we just don't have the time for you that we had. Now, we do got the time for you to get on that bed, take that top off. But you don't want to do that. You want dignity on... No, you can't have dignity. Only baby batter. That's all you can get. That's not good enough for you? Oh, well. Back to flipping these houses, I guess.
I'm not talking about the ones that want to waste our time, okay? I'm talking about the ones that are, like, desperate to have a family. Like, I'm talking like the ones that, like, really love having a family unit. Where are those ones at? Cause myself and a few other girlies, we've been keeping our eyes wide, okay? But the niggas is just not out here like that, you know?
If I told you once, I told you 100 times on this channel. Those men are out here. They just already have women. Either they got a permanent girl that's already there, his wife or his whatever she is to him, or he has multiple women like that. He not leaving her for you. You're not worth it. You ran through. You've been having sex since you was like 12. And even if that's not the case with you, let's say you had moderate sex, whatever moderate is for you ran through hoes, he not changing his life for you. He made his life. You stupid bitch. You sitting around here waiting for your life. Matter of fact, let's get into this right quick.
Tulsa wasn't the only Black Wall Street. Durham built its own empire. By the early 1900s, Durham's Parish Street shined as a powerhouse of black entrepreneurship. Here, North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance grew to be the largest black-owned business in the United States, flanked by thriving banks, law firms, factories, and tailors run by leaders like John Merrick, Charles Spaulding, and Aaron Moore. Even through Jim Crow, Durham's black residents enjoyed some of the nation's highest rates of home ownership and per capita income, carving out spaces of dignity and ambition. This Black Wall Street became a beacon, earning praise from icons like Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois. The city's Haiti District and Parish Street offered safety, culture, and community, even while segregation raged outside. Economic success grew for decades, but urban renewal and discriminatory policy displaced black businesses, echoing a pattern seen in other U.S. cities. Durham's story proves black ingenuity thrived against the odds, even as the fight for equity continues. Its legacy teaches that wealth and excellence flourished long before the spotlight. Why do we only hear about Tulsa when Durham thrived too?
I don't think I'm being facetious here when I say the men that you and other watermelon-headed hoes like you want come from this cloth that these people in Durham were cut from.
Wow, that's deep. Really deep.
Why did Dallas bury the story of America's most successful black financial district? They don't want you to know this, but Dallas had a thriving black empire that made millionaires before most white folks even knew what jazz was. Have you been to Deep Ellum? Deep Ellum wasn't just some neighborhood. It was a financial powerhouse that had white city officials absolutely terrified. Picture this. Black banks so successful, they were funding businesses across Texas. Insurance companies run by former slaves' children who were now richer than their former masters' grandkids. Jazz clubs where legends like Bessie Smith and Louis Armstrong didn't just perform, they invested their money and bought property. The white establishment watched black Texans build generational wealth, and it drove them insane. So what did they do? They didn't burn it down like Tulsa. They were smarter. They called it urban renewal. Highways became their weapon. Development became their excuse. By the 1960s, they had systematically bulldozed millions in black wealth and called it progress. Deep Ellum made more black millionaires per capita than Harlem ever did, but Dallas buried that story completely. Ever walked through Deep Ellum and wondered why it feels so different? Now you know. Share this story. Dallas needs to remember what it destroyed.
They're out here, they just don't want you. And you're not gonna turn Pookie and Ray Ray into these types of men. They're just from a different stock of human being. You don't have to believe that, but I mean, you already 29 and nobody wanted you.
I'm talking like the ones that are okay with me having a little tinge of attitude once a month, being a little extra tired once a month, because they know they got a good thing. You know? Willing to put up with that. Where are those ones? The ones that are willing to take the trash out, bring it back in, line the trash with a fresh bag. Where's those ones?
You see what I'm saying? Use a low vibrational hoe. So you need a low vibrational Negro. I mean, all you want me to do is just take the trash out and replace the liner?
Lower expectations.
Where's the ones that like to help cook? You know, come hang out. Want to hang out on a Friday night at home. Drink some wine, watch a movie. Order in. Get up in the morning, go get coffee, go walk the beach. Where are those men at? Because the rest of them want to be outside so bad. Okay? The rest of them want to be pursued so badly. I'm not chasing you. That's not... Men are biologically stronger and faster, okay? I am not chasing you. You're going to outrun me. And now look at me out of breath looking stupid. Where are the real ones at?
Black Wall Street was so much more than the location of the worst incident of racial violence in U.S. history. In the early 20th century, a black landowner and entrepreneur purchased 40 acres of land in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and established the Greenwood District. With a vision to create a thriving black community, he opened a grocery store and a boarding house, and encouraged other black professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs, until Greenwood became a place of wealth and independence. It had everything that you would normally see in a prosperous town: medical practices, law firms, banks, churches, schools, nightclubs, theaters, restaurants, shops, homes, all the things. The Stratford Hotel, which was one of the nation's best at the time for Black Americans. Fueled by the oil boom and Washington's Declaration, Greenwood was one of multiple African American districts like this across the country. They were collectively and proudly known as Black Wall Street. While Greenwood is the most well-known, and for horrendous reasons, all of these Black-owned, Black-run business districts were places of incredible economic growth and independence, culture, and empowerment for these resilient humans who finally had a chance at life. And that was taken from them.
Yeah, and I'm talking to you, Dr. Umar, and all you other Hotep Negroes. Some of my black queens don't even know this, but this snow bunny took the time out of her day to know this about my heritage? That's worth a coffee date at least. Oh, what do you know? That's not even beneath her to go to Starbucks and chop it up a little bit.
Where do I sign up?
The